So Sean,
Hmm.
my shield, would that fit under my cloak? Or no?
Probably not.
The big brass one?
I mean, it's not that big. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, so your cloak's also a little smaller.
Yeah, it's a dwarf cloak.
They're all your size.
The dimensions would stay the same.
Just be lucky that Baracus can pass off enough as a gnome, and there's plenty of dwarves in this city.
We
And
all have
Bashar
heavy-
in trouble because he wasn't there. They don't care about him.
Bashlock isn't technically in trouble, but more inquiries are going to start coming out.
Guilty by association.
We'll have to see how things go in the next conversation you are about to have when everyone is back.
Is it commonplace for people to carry shields?
Not really. If you're not allowed to carry weapons, nobody really carries shields, and very few people walk around in anything other than common clothes. Very, very few people have constructs.
Yeah, well, Daisy doesn't have to be a construct the whole time.
She could just be a mouse and be in his pocket, technically.
Quite so.
She can be a Daisy.
Daisy could be a daisy
She could
with
not
a
be a
daisy.
daisy. She could not be a daisy. That's a B shape is a beast shape.
You could you could just try to pass by as a
I mean, she could polymorph herself into a Daisy.
Also, polymorph is beasts only.
Oh, it is? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
True polymorph.
maybe. In like 6 levels.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, 6. Level 17.
Jacob, you could try to pass by as
18,
a
sorry.
larper.
So 7 levels.
As a what?
A larper.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's gonna work.
Didn't count as us winning the fight.
So, who's here? Let's see.
Is
Frankie,
Stand in here?
No.
Jeff,
Right here, boss.
My line.
Jacob,
Jackass.
Hello.
and James,
No.
and Mike.
Fucking Frankie.
Tom.
Here,
Oh god.
Excellent. So, gentlemen, things are starting to wind down. Your rooms have been paid for the night, and you have the back room to yourselves. Murphy came in at one point and bitched you guys out for carrying weapons around openly and asked you to not do that and shook her finger at the dwarf. She says, and you, Mr. Dwarf, you walking around in your big clanky armor.
I'm
You're
sorry. I
trying to
just...
not draw attention here.
Okay. Calm down.
You're lucky Thane has a cute butt. She turns and leaves. Thane just gives a smile and makes his exit very shortly after.
I guess we know
Now it's just us.
who's gonna be together tonight.
What are you talking about? Do you and that Callisto girl?
No, Thane and her.
It's you know her as Ravensong.
Yeah, you
Ravensong
don't
girl?
know her.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
all
aware
know
of
her.
it, but-
You all know her as Ravensong, the wind speaker for the ship.
Cool.
I do not refer to her as Ravensong, by the way. Like, I don't know.
Alright. Okay.
You refer to her as waifu.
You refer to her as waifu. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So Cliff, Fernie, Balder, and Frederick are they're making good conversation, hanging out. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, now would be the ideal time before you go to bed.
I'm currently drinking my what was it? Some special ale. The
Okay.
Blind Stout.
Ooh, nice. It is the stoutiest. It's a
Feels
little
good.
chocolatey.
Mm.
It's nice.
Oops, I didn't do that.
Oh god! Oh, my shoulder!
Tangent, don't do that!
Good
Uh,
God.
Baracus, can you please make a perception check real quick?
I think
Make sure he's
he
okay.
is.
I'm sure she's doing something terrible to me.
Or amazing.
She checking you out. Oh, no, nothing.
You have no idea.
No idea.
Something's
The
happening.
gunfire.
Yeah, apparently Tandon shot me.
I mean,
That's
Tandon
canon.
knows what's going on. He can see all.
You're right, and a whisper is
true.
going Tandon's way.
I have a passive perception of 15.
You
know
probably
if I
don't
see
passively see this.
Okay, that's fine. I just have
Tandon,
great
tell
wisdom.
me what the heck's going on at all times.
At least it didn't misfire.
There you go.
wasted one of your good.
I'm just sitting over there, over and over, cure woundsing the wound. Like, I want to take it to go away.
Wait, what are you cure wounds in?
The shot in my shoulder.
You know, the invisible shot.
No,
I
it's
thought
there.
the thing you were talking about, Sean, that it was.
What?
Randor.
I thought he was. Wasn't he?
Baracus,
Shots from cannon.
what are you looking to do?
I
Right
mean,
now.
I was told to go find Crystal at some point. I was gonna do that.
She's sitting at the table.
I nudge his arm with my elbow.
Do you need a wingman? I could be a parrot.
Grandor just starts struggling.
Boo.
Oh no!
I'm sorry for making it so difficult on you.
Grandor just gives him a hefty
I'm going to go by Thandon's words and do that.
Go, Brockus.
Smiles back up at you and just
How's
let's
that
go
miss kick?
talk. And just to make you more uncomfortable, we'll do it publicly.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
I did it publicly.
You at her brief encouragement, leave your weapons inside the private room, and you emerge out into the somewhat louder, somewhat more raucous area. And she just grabs your hand and says, "Do you want to dance?"
I've never danced before, but okay, I guess.
It's easy. And she grabs you and she pulls you over and let's make a couple of dexterity saving throws because it'll be fun.
He's going to fucking throw her across the room.
Oh
my God.
You did good.
Actually, you do just fine. You fumble a little bit, but she kind of shows you, and you're starting to really kind of get the moves a little bit. She's relatively impressed, and you guys go afterwards, and she says, "Buy me a drink."
Okay. How much is a drink?
I imagine that's how he
You
said
can
it.
get away with a couple of silver on it.
Okay. Looks at the bartender. How much is the
How
drink?
much is a drink?
She goes, "Margaret, I'll just have my normal. He'll have the same." You're a little hopeless, aren't you?
Yeah. A little bit.
Tell me a little bit about where you're from.
Well, it doesn't have Strahd in it. Wait, Daisy's not old enough to date. How old is Daisy?
Don't worry about that. Focus on your date.
Stop deflecting.
You're supposed to be
Focus on the
focusing.
date.
Stop
Focus on the
deflecting and get it done. Literally.
But
Do that, Mike.
I don't know how to describe Sword Coast.
Where'd you grow up?
Well, I mean, I grew up in a monastery really because my parents didn't like me and kicked me out of the house.
That's pretty awful. My parents, I never really met.
Well, so far my parents are pretty terrible, so I guess hopefully your parents are better.
Maybe one day I'll know. I spent a long time in the forest. But
I don't think you.
I haven't really had much chance to talk to anybody in, at least anybody my size. That wasn't Fermi, and let's be fair, Fermi's kind of a jerk. But I'm just wondering if you want to come to my room.
I don't
I'm
know
like
if
a
you-
cow about to be milked. She grabs your hand, and you walk upstairs, and we fade to black.
Oh no.
That-
How about
That
this?
is very gross terminology in your head.
Yeah, that was quite the terminology.
It was something.
She was leading him by the nose the entire time. I mean, some
Yeah.
men you just gotta drag there,
Girl.
apparently. So, anybody else? Not for that.
Yeah, no, I'll head up too.
Oh my god, Daisy can follow! Daisy, don't watch, please!
And I polymorph into a vibrator.
Oh god. Oh
Oh
god.
God! They were.
Oh god.
They left the room from you guys. You guys, let's zip back if you have anything else to talk about with the crew or yourselves. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and calculate XP and do a rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to ask the captain's there, right?
The captain left after Murphy.
It is
Oh,
very
okay.
easy.
Never mind.
I mean, the crew's there. Cliff is trying to make conversation with Andon.
I'll talk to him.
He's just asking about guns more or less again. So, like, how, like, what happens when, like, if they get wet? What happens?
Well, usually, well, usually if the powder gets wet, the gun will not fire.
Wow. So, like, you can't really use them like on a ship very well because like it'll get wet all the time, right?
Well, usually not, but your crow's nest would be a pretty safe spot for it.
Maybe I could I like could I like maybe have one day? If I like paid for it, I can probably pay for it. Can I? I think I can pay for it. How much are they?
They were
500
very platinum. They were very difficult to make. They are quite expensive. But we can talk in time, perhaps.
That'd be great. Especially that scope. It made it really easy to see.
The scope we can definitely talk about.
Cool. I'm tired though. I'm gonna go rest for about like 2.5 hours, maybe, and I'll be fine.
You could try to sleep a bit longer.
I don't need it. He zips off.
He's
You
just
should be-
constantly got the haste spell on.
Mhm.
I drink vodka and go to bed.
All right.
I finished my ale. Say a prayer. Go to bed.
All right. The half orcs are going to challenge you, Bashlock, to a drinking contest if you'll accept.
Oh, I will absolutely accept.
All
Well,
right.
Rocket- Bashlock, you better get drunk and you better win.
All right.
If you win, you can have Crystal.
Whoa.
Nah, she's all yours.
Whoa.
It's a
All right.
shame that wasn't actually an offer.
It is
since
a
he's-
good
Yeah, for
thing
our
Crystal
from
is
the
around.
movie, he doesn't know what's going on. This is a lie.
Yeah, that's a real good thing. He doesn't know what's going on if that's the case. All right. So, I guess let's start with a con check.
Alright, well, let me load up my sheet because it's being stupid.
Okay.
So, Mike, based on your performance with Crystal, I can clearly tell how you'll be with real girls.
Yep. I am bad.
That's encouraging.
Well, you soon need to get good.
Gotta do this.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Not bad.
That's not
Pretty
bad.
good.
not bad.
Not bad.
It's no. Oh, Mikey, you're so fine.
So, not making any judgments on Mike the person, Baracus the character. First time?
Alright, Sean, is it save or check?
No, that was a question.
Yeah, that was a question. Baracus
First
the
time?
character, not Mike the person. First time?
Oh, Baracus, yes.
That affects how Crystal's gonna behave. Okay, so con checks for Bashlock. Oh boy.
Oh, this is going well.
That's fine, that's
Oh
fine,
my
that's fine.
God!
The first time,
Oh!
What?
the brothers failed their first round against you. So second round.
Oh, God.
One fails, one passes. The Frederick just taps out. He can't. He's like, oh god. Oh god.
Who put the dice on the gerbil or whatever the heck, the hamster?
And the last. Oh, actually, that was only one because Frederick tapped out, dude.
won.
You gain 50 gold pieces. So you
Woo!
get 25 down for it, and you drank those two half orcs under the table,
What
Get
roll?
fucked, nerds.
Shitty rolls one.
Your
and
rolls
they
won.
just they drag themselves back up to bed. You're a bit drunk, but you'll sleep that
A
off, no
bit?
problem.
I love to imagine that Grandor just abstains from drinking contests because of his immunity to
Mhm.
poison. Just, I don't want to cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And Fernie is most interested in D415Y.
Oh wait,
How
I'm
does it-
also immune to poison. I can win all the drinking contests.
How does it work? And he taps you, like on the forehead.
Well, quite well, I think.
I see. Which
And
one of
I
you-
tap him. I tap him on the forehead and say, "How do you work, meat person?"
Meat person.
Meat person. Someone has a sense of humor, apparently. Probably you then, Krylos.
Who?
Krylos, you were just kind of chilling. Did you go to bed early, or no?
No. I just ordered a. If they had
So-
wine, he would have just had a
Nice,
Wine over
a
there.
nice, reasonable port.
just a glass.
Nothing super fancy, but yeah, okay. Something to set. So Fernie, he looks over at you and says, "So I'm guessing you're doing with his odd sense of humor."
Her.
A her then. Doesn't look like a her.
It doesn't
What?
sound like it.
I'm D415Y. What's your name?
I don't want to talk to this thing anymore.
What's wrong with Daisy?
Down.
Not
It's
shutting Daisy down.
unsettling. It has feelings.
Of course it has feelings.
Not-
I programmed those feelings in.
So stop it. It's creepy.
How
Is
is
it
it creepy?
unsettling?
You are you're very creepy to me. You're walking up. That's basically my daughter. You know. You're
Crazies. Alright. And he just leaves. He
Wait.
can't deal with that.
and who is that?
That was Fernie, the gnome tinkerer. The one
Krylos
who,
will remember.
the ship's mechanic.
Fernie.
Is Fernie uncomfortable because he doesn't have feelings? Is he jealous?
Fernie's uncomfortable because Fernie needs sleep. Can't deal with crazies right now.
I got a topic for the next time I speak to Benedict.
Bernie
Shaw.
doesn't have feelings. It's true.
No emotions, total rock.
Alrighty. Anything else before bed, or are we going to take a long rest?
Bashlock, would you like to have a drinking contest?
Oh, you are on.
No. She is not.
First round's on me.
Daisy.
Oh,
shut
you are
down.
definitely on now.
I said Daisy, shut down. Try to power her down.
Arcana check?
I don't know. It's up to him if he resists it.
I'm not shutting down. I'm walking to the bar.
Yes.
Murph. I guess con check. Yeah, make it a con check.
No, he's good.
Yeah, he's more than good.
Daisy, one more chance.
D415Y, you are approaching the place where all of the meat people are acquiring their alcoholic beverages.
Hello, I would like 2 tall glasses of your finest,
Strongest.
I jump on Daisy.
strongest, and my eyes start like going back and forth trying to figure out what they called it earlier. Swill.
Love it.
It initially she says, "All right, 2 glasses." He goes, grabs 2 glasses, and
I-
just as she stands at the tap, and then as you say "swill," she turns around and looks at you, and then looks up, and has this like aghast look on her face for a moment. And Krylos, you come in.
I contact her mentally.
Okay.
Tell her that this contract is only 3 months old and should not be given any alcoholic beverages.
What the? Who's it?
You
What?
don't think
I-
a minor
What
Tell
the?
her,
Uh,
tell her it's alcohol, give her fruit punch.
okay. I am going to use my helm of telepathy and contact her
You have a
mentally and
helmet
say,
telepathy?
"Oh, it's fine." I meant to say swell beverages.
Who's
And I
saying
put-
that?
I put a gold on the table on the bar.
What's going? What is happening? I need a break. Okay.
Give him a beer.
She just
I-
walks off from the bar, and another person steps.
But-
And was like, "What the hell? What did you say to? Who are you, and what did you say to her?" You.
I'm sorry, I don't
Strange
understand. I
thing.
thought this, and I hold up the gold coin, is supposed to turn into a drink.
It's not magic, but I can make that happen. And she snatches the gold coin and puts it in her little pouch and goes and ignores anything you say and just fills up 2 mugs of brown liquid, according to you, brown liquid with fuzz.
Bash like you're dead to me.
I'm I'm gonna bring this over to Bashlock and sit down across from the table from him and hand him his.
Bashlock, con save.
But before I down this drink, Krylos, what the fuck do you want from me? She challenged me, not the other way around.
You say no like a responsible adult.
I've had 3 fucking drinks. Responsible isn't even in my dictionary anymore. I am drinking this construct under the fucking table. Let's go, Daisy.
She doesn't even have a stomach.
She can.
Yeah, can Daisy even get drunk?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you continue?
I drink.
Okay. Bashlock, do you continue?
Yep.
Make another con.
Oh shit.
You get 4 or 5 in, and you start realizing that although Daisy is chugging these 1 for 1 with you, she just seems perky. I love how we've all just unanimously decided that Daisy is a female. Even though,
Even
again,
though-
construct, no sex, etc.
No sex, yeah.
You know, Daisy, although this is not what I wanted, I am quite proud of you.
Do you think he wants another one?
I think he's good.
Shit.
Done. Bashlock, you are done.
Yep.
It is time for bed. Bashlock needs to go beddy bye before Bashlock.
Oh, alcohol.
I'm getting flashbacks to Fandelver.
You should
Yeah.
make a save to see if you vomit.
What save is that?
It's
That'd be
one of
Dex
those-
or
it's
con?
a straight con save now.
Got it. Good.
You are
You're
rock.
good. That's all.
No pukey here.
Would you like me to carry you to bed?
Nah, I got this. You go on to bed.
And you stumble to bed,
Yep.
leaving just the 3 musketeers remaining. Daisy, Grandor, and Krell. So, Grandor, you prayed and went to bed, right?
Yes, Braden went to bed.
Okay. The 2 of you can go to bed if you wish.
Well,
so, but I'll also
Krylos, I think everyone's gone to bed.
it's time for to go to bed, but still. And I like
All
pat
right.
her on the back.
Should I power down?
Yes.
I think you were supposed to do that a while ago.
So when I transform to power down, does all of that beer just come flowing out of the compartments?
You've got a little port, where you might guess a little port might be that would let you leak the fluid that you consumed. And you know that it is
Yeah.
socially unacceptable to do that in the middle of a room.
Fair enough.
So is
Okay,
she
so I'll expel, go up to the room, do my usual power down under Krylos's bed.
Mm-hmm. And expel all
Are
over
you
the
sure that
floor there.
knows not to do that though?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna put towels around.
Just putting towels like he's a puppy.
Yeah. It's a newspaper.
Alrighty. So evening falls. You guys last session had gained 2,500 apiece in XP for your tremendous RP and your defeat of the Chapel of Wisdom. This evening, so far, this is very important for one of the members of the party.
Yeah.
You have gained another 1,000 XP.
Oh, cool. So I did.
So, Grandor, this does mean a level up for you. D415Y, I don't know if it does for you or not. It might be close. Because you started at, oh, you started at 0 at 11, because you started after you guys reached 11. Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I was 11 even.
Yeah, so you just,
So-
you're, yeah.
Plus,
So 3,500 for everybody.
Thank.
And you all
3,500.
gain the benefits of a long rest.
Okay.
And
Wait, how much
morning,
XP again? Each?
3,500 each.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Can
That
someone...
puts you above the
How much is required to get to level 11?
lots.
Um,
Oh no,
yeah, I
level
think
11.
it's-
You, Krylos might make it too. I think should.
You should
Or
make it
he hasn't
before I
already.
make it.
Yeah, he definitely did. It's 8,500, so or 85,000. So I think you guys made it.
Yeah, the rest of us are already there.
Yeah. So the rest of you guys caught up. Everyone should
Anyone
be
who
level
has
11
my
now.
experience should have this.
I have a 9,200 because I have, for some reason, an extra 150.
You have an extra 158 experience
Remember
points.
why I have an extra 150?
You killed wolves during the
Oh,
stray fight.
That's why I have wolf. That's why
Yeah,
I killed some wolves.
yeah. It's not going to affect anything. So why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And what if it does?
That'd be
And
really
then
funny.
maybe it's awesome because for a great RP reason, you now have level 12 and they have level 11 for some reason. It'd be great if it landed on that 150 random XP that I gave him.
That would be amazing.
Okay. So,
Need another 8,000.
morning comes through and it is bleak and it is cold.
I have removed my armor and am stuffing it in someone's bag of holding.
You're gonna stuff your armor in someone's bag of holding.
And I'll put Better Shiny in a bag of holding and put Foul Breath on my back. And put the belt on me.
You're gonna open
Okay.
carry?
No, it's underneath my cloak where no one can
Okay.
see it. It's hidden under the cloak.
So, Murphy's is here. This is Murphy's, that little Y-shaped building.
So what's the plan?
What did the counselor tell you? What to do next?
He just wanted us to get safe, but then
He-
figure everything out. That's a tall glass.
He wanted Daisy to get drunk, but I don't think she can.
Well, he said there's danger in the city, and that if
Are we in the
don't-
common room?
I
the
assume we
private
would still be in the private room. I thought we would have met in the private room and then left to the.
I
The
would
private
assume-
room is locked now,
Oh, okay.
but the common
Oh.
room is starting to fill up a little bit. Breakfast is being served by Murphy. Baracus, you wake up and
I'm not in my room.
Ravensong is still asleep next to you. Do you do anything or just leave? Okay.
What a shame.
Stealth check. Stealth check. Stealth check. You give me a stealth check, sir.
Net
one.
one.
Net one.
That one.
Oh,
Okay.
Dang it.
Damn it.
You are able to sneak out and sneak downstairs without issue. If you remember to grab your pants on the way out.
Is the guard captain friend here?
He appears to have not risen yet.
Oh, let's have breakfast and wait.
I want to greet Baracus by saying, so, how'd you do, Hotshot?
You're not gonna know.
Ah, okay, okay.
Zone of truth.
Please, do it, do it, do it.
Stay
Grandor just gives him an eye and then nods. Like, no.
Damn it. Alright.
I don't have to respond to your questions in a zone of truth.
It's true.
You just have to speak truth, and that's only if you miss the save. So,
While we wait for the captain to get up, it might be advantageous if I could borrow some clothes from some of you. I think I'm a bit conspicuous.
I think I have
Baracus,
Menkar's
am I
clothing.
your size?
He would
Or
not
I
fit
at
in.
least have his extra set of clothing.
Yeah, and it's a bit tight on you because you're you're Bashlock sized. You could make it work. It would still look weird, and you probably would need something that actually fits you. But you know, you are in a city.
There are shops.
Okay. Shopping montage.
That's the best note.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to kind of go out and just find the closest place I can to buy whatever clothes. I'm gonna guess I don't really have the best fashion sense, but
Like,
So I mean, it's still really early. It's going to be a bit before any of the shops are open, and throughout the course of your meal, the rest of the crew of the Falling Star come down. Captain Thane, a little bit slower to rise, and noticeably walking with a limp, and thumps down and onto a chair nearby you guys. The crew snickers a little bit when he does that, and he just grumbles at them. Raven Song, Baracus, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Do I get to know anyway?
You do.
oh, God damn it! Why does he get to know?
Because I have 23 passive perception. Okay.
Okay. So, sitting around the table, the captain. When Murphy comes by, she gives the captain a wink. He just grumbles and looks down, and then you eat a lovely dinner or lovely breakfast, and they're not really being very talkative, especially the twins, who are hungover as shit. Baracus, by the way, sorry, Bashlock, by the way, also hungover as shit. Daisy's fine.
I'll get you one of these days, Daisy. One of these days.
rise and shine, buddy.
Wake me up when I'm dead.
I actually could.
I'd rather you didn't, but thanks for the offer. Carlos, is there sarcasm? Is there like a sarcasm thing in her head or something?
Figure it out.
Helpful.
I don't think Daisy can be sarcastic.
It's up to Daisy. If Daisy wants to be sarcastic, I think.
I don't know.
I mean, she loves daisies.
She does. In fact, while everyone's eating, I'd like to get like a mug full of water and start watering Daisy.
Oh God, was Daisy in your chest?
No, I wouldn't put Daisy in my chest.
Okay. All right, just making sure. Okay,
Yeah,
I was just making sure. It's okay.
Yeah, Daisy's always on my left shoulder.
Oh, okay. And that's
Where
adorable.
was Daisy when you were a parrot?
Then it would be the parrot on Krylos's left shoulder and
to make
Daisy on
things to make things easy, I will say Daisy is a part of him during his thing because basically she grew into his shoulder. Grew into her shoulder? Pronouns are hard when I'm talking about you, D415Y.
Yeah, and I don't think the pronouns matter. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, yeah, we'll hand wave that because Daisy's for the actual Daisy is just for RP reasons, so it's fine. So you make a little bit of chit chat. you prod Baracus a little bit, just cause. And
I'll look at everyone. I assume we're all sitting at a table together,
it's a nice long table. Everybody can see everybody.
but considering we didn't get too much information, I've begun to prepare to talk to Moladin to see what we should do.
1 second, guys.
I can contact.
1 second. It's a storm, so the puppy needs weapons. I'll be
Oh,
right with you.
okay.
Puppy scared. Keep the puppy on the lap.
I might piss on him.
Unless the puppy's
Yeah.
on the lap.
And Mike, I am sorry that my passive perception is so high that I literally just.
You're not sorry.
I'm a little sorry, just for this.
You gotta tell Baracus what the hell's going on.
I mean, I might.
I don't
By the
know
way-
if you will though.
Would you let me see bad news for a moment? Or whichever pistol you want to be +1.
I pull out the basic. No, I don't. I will give you Strahd's Bane. Wait,
Okay,
no, it's already
would-
+1.
Your
I
musket.
don't do that. I give it. Sure.
Okay. Your musket now has Blessing of the Forge +1, and it is a magical weapon.
Cool
Except,
beans.
you know, it doesn't
Uh,
have magic bullets.
Base AC is 10 plus Dex, right? It's been so
Yeah.
long since I've done this.
Come on, you should just give yourself the blessing of the forge.
My AC is now 12.
Having disguised self.
Blessing of the forge, Baracus's fists.
I don't think that
That's
works.
Hey,
I
guys.
don't think it works.
Hello.
All right, so I apologize for that, but puppies first, then D&D.
Puppies first.
I can
Okay.
contact my. I contact Yggdrasil.
What are you trying to contact? I cannot hear you. You broke up.
Yggdrasil, my soul.
It's not really
The
how that
world
works.
tree?
I have contact other plane.
Your patron's the world tree?
Hmm.
I find it hard to.
A solar of.
Oh, I actually didn't know Yggdrasil was from. I took that from a different show. My bad.
I've
I took
prepared.
it from a show.
I've
Yeah,
prepared.
we already
Oh.
discussed that. He's a solar of. But so
I've prepared a ritual
you want to try?
that I can use to contact Moladin and ask him what our next course of action.
You're just
should
gonna
be.
interrupt what Baracus did.
I mean, I was
Not
the
Baracus.
first one.
What is
talking.
Baracus doing?
Sorry,
Let's
Frankie.
all right. So let's have Krylos talk, and then we'll have Grandor talk,
Okay.
and we'll do it so the both of you, if you want to talk to your deities, well, you Krylos, your patron, and you Grandor, your deity, you will need to be doing it, in private in your rooms. Krylos, how are you attempting to contact Yggdrasil's solar?
Through the contact other planes.
Could you link that spell for me?
I can potentially go insane.
Oh, that's
Okay.
handy.
All right.
How many characters are you gonna have to roll up this campaign?
I don't think 66 is going to kill you outright, so that's cool.
I have resistance to it, anyways.
Do you?
Yeah, it's back to the old one.
Cool. Alrighty. Then roll your save first.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh,
So let's go to the whisper room. You and me.
That was close.
Guys, I have absolutely no items till we get this goddamn lock off of my chest.
Oh God.
Because all of my items are in the
I mean, you're an
compartment.
You're just a machine.
Well, I mean, any of the items that you did before we got off the boat, you have.
Thank
because-
God no one put
No.
things in your chest.
Right. Yeah, no, all of my items, that's where I store all of them.
So I'm saying that's why I'm glad no one used you for
Yeah.
a bag of holding. I would have been salty as shit if I lost bad news.
Well, no, because he was emptied beforehand, and the lock was put on him.
Only emptied
Before-
of weapons and magical items.
Yeah, everything else was stay there.
So all my pythons.
The buttons.
The things that no one ever uses.
Yeah, that's a throwback to when Adrian's backpack got stolen. He just likes to take all of my items away from me. Jeez.
Guys, if you ever need 70 hit points, hit me up.
I need 70 hit points.
If I need 70 hit points, we're all dead.
Yeah.
Unless the
70
beholder hit me.
temporary hit points.
Well, I have 90.
Yeah, I have 90.
Barbs can never have enough hit points.
Well, you functionally have double the hit points. If you remember to
Okay.
rage.
So Grandor,
Grandor.
you wish to cast a ritual and entreat your god, yes?
Divination.
Divination. Could you link that spell for me?
Sure can once I get to it. Boom.
Where are the rest
Well,
of
I
us
think
right
the
now?
same thing. You guys, these guys, they'll have come down later, I think. So it doesn't. Single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Ooh, this will be fun.
Okay, so Whisper Room.
Whisper room.
So I didn't know Yggdrasil was a thing.
Yeah, it's the world tree. It's the Norse mythology thing.
I
Yeah, how did
totally
you
got.
know?
I got that. I didn't. Maybe I just didn't put two and two together, but it was just a thing from a TV show, man, or from an anime, I guess. Feel like just too weeb for D&D.
I'm pretty sure if it's the enemy that I think you're getting it from, they do refer to it as the world tree.
Then no, I don't. No.
Then
What
you're
anime were
not
you
too
thinking
weak
of?
for D&D.
So, Baracus, why'd you go to bed so early?
Here we go.
Krylos, you said she was 3 months old, right? She doesn't need to know this. Tell you what, Daisy, he was turning her from Raven.
I don't need to know what.
They played some great Yahtzee.
I'm really good at Yahtzee. I knew I should have gone up there.
Okay.
Next time.
All right. So, Krylos, if you want, did you have any discussion with the guys about your responses from that? If you want to let everybody know about the answers that you got, you can do that. Grandor, same thing with you. You guys came down maybe 15, 20 minutes after everybody else.
I look at Grindor and I like shrug my shoulders and I go, eh?
Lord Morliden says that the best plans we could take are normally started by men of faith.
My patron warned me that there is trouble still in Bladoon, and that
And that
Ju Levant is maybe trustable.
Okay. Well, I would. Is there someone down here yet that's a captain or something?
That's a captain or something?
The captain. Where is the captain?
Yes. Everyone is down at the table now.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I would look at the captain.
He looks like
Where-
hammered assholes.
Yeah. Where is the nearest temple that we would not be killed on sight?
The nearest temple that you won't be killed on sight? Well, that's going to have to probably be not here. I suppose there's a couple of prayer shrines to the north that you might be able to access without raising suspicion, but I'm not quite sure. Everything's pretty much in charge of Bahamut is really the only deity worshipped around here, and well, you kind of fucked that one up. So
Want to go say hi to the Grand Council again? That'll end well.
Perhaps we need to talk to. I don't know why I can't remember his name. The guy who saved us,
He had a weird name.
Sharonval or something. I don't know.
Shulavon.
Shulavan. Perhaps we
the
should go talk
council
to
members, that's about exactly the last thing that you're going to really want to do. I mean, given that you are currently wanted for killing 3 of them. Was it 3 or 4? 4 of them. You might not want to be interacting with the rest, but I guess that's up to you. And usually the council members, if they need you, they'll come get you.
Guys, I have a concern about Shulavan.
What is it?
Well, he let us free, but he also imprisoned us. Is it possible that he wanted us to break free to make us look even more guilty?
That has crossed my mind.
Perhaps. But
I think we might want to steer clear of him for now.
Like
Let's
I
kill the rest
said,
of the council.
my patron did say he is not trustworthy. Only he
He's-
may maybe be trustworthy.
That's a big maybe.
It's a huge maybe, and there's still trouble in the city. For all we know, he is the trouble.
Are you sure it's not Soft who's the trouble?
We don't know
Well,
if he still resides here.
We definitely know what one trouble is. That's Soth. But maybe we should, and this is another big maybe, but maybe we should actually go and see if we can spy on him a little bit.
I mean, you can spy on him because you can turn into things, but I don't think we can.
I can
Yeah.
try to scry.
Days, I'm about as stealthy as a lock.
Well,
Very loud
maybe
lock. That's very big.
maybe we should try the scrying.
Would that
You have
would
access
that
to
lead us
this?
back here? I know that's magic is frowned upon here without authorization.
That's true. It's generally not a good idea
I'm
Do
sure
they-
people
to simply
magic in the
fire
crowd.
off spells randomly, especially ones targeted at council members. They are under heavy guard normally.
Can they trace?
I don't know.
I guess he would never have tried.
Well, we need Bladoon if we want to attempt to fight Stalad, no matter how much I hate it. So we've got to figure out a way to free them of this curse that is the other council members.
Unless, what if we have Krylos go up in a broom high above the city and then scry?
Perhaps he could just.
Take up on my
That-
broom.
If they
I have my own room, and I can.
Oh yeah, I gave you his
That
room.
it might be better to go on your room though. I might fall off.
But I was about to say it might be better to just avoid it.
I think Daisy's got a real idea, or at least outside the castle walls somehow, or the walls of the city.
I don't know if we can get back in if we go out.
Well, how would we get up without detection?
Can you cast invisibility?
No, I'm not a con.
I don't know. I don't know what he's mortal. Yes, I'm sorry.
I've got her. It's okay. She's not even shaking.
I-
She's
I-
just being a pup.
I assume that's the innkeeper talking.
I
So,
can't dimension door outside of the city. Then try to get back in, but like I said, I'm not sure the. I don't know if magic.
You're not
Would be
sure of
trace.
any traceability of magic in
They
this
could
area.
very
No.
well, they could very well have fortifications against magic that blocks you from entering the teleportation of some sort.
Okay, so what I am hearing are a lot of reasons why we cannot do something. We have
Or,
to figure out a way to actually do it.
I think it's lots of reasons why we shouldn't do something. Not can't do it.
I like facepalm.
Why is
What
he
do we
smalling
know?
his
What
hand?
can we do?
I mean,
Shulavan talked of a resistance in the town. Perhaps we can look for it.
It would seem that this place might be the best place for a lead.
Have you heard anything, Captain?
Don't look at me. I'm no resistance leader.
Insane.
Sure.
Man,
It's okay. Grandar?
Yeah.
He's holding something back.
Captain, this is no time for games. What do you know?
Not
I'd like to-
here and not now. But if there might be something.
I'd like to use the helm of telepathy and tell him, "Oh, you can trust me."
Good God. Will you please keep that thing at bay?
what is it doing?
It's trying to talk in my head.
I say sorry in his head.
Oh. Do you have any idea how loud you are when you talk in my head?
I'll say aloud, sorry. Trying to get the same volume.
Everyone stares at you.
You should have said sorry louder in his head.
I'm not rude.
Like screamed in his head.
Yell sorry one more time, and I swear to fucking Bahamut, I will rip your vocal cords right out of your neck.
Well, bash
Are
on
you
this
hungover?
getting drunk.
Very.
The twins are sleeping at the table.
Can I use my herbalism to try to concoct a hangover cure?
With what?
With whatever's at the table. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Even if you could, you can certainly try.
Okay, it is a concoction of coffee, raw eggs, toast, and bacon. And it is all mixed up and ground into one. And then he takes 4 packets, like 4 little bags of tea, rips them open, dumps them in. Then he takes 4 scoops of sugar, stirs it all into there, and starts dripping honey. Still dripping, more honey, more honey, more honey. That's enough honey. He gives one more good dip of the honey and stirs it all up one more time and plunks it in front of you.
This should help.
How does it smell? I don't want it to.
It smells extremely sweet.
Okay, I was about to say I don't want it to smell like all those things at once, because that would fucking reek.
There's a little bit of meat in there still. There's actually like he'd garnished, I'd say with a 25 he garnished it with a little piece of bacon on the side. It actually looks like a nice concoction. Very brown, almost milk-like.
It's chocolate. Chocolate.
Yeah, what have I got to lose? Besides, I don't really feel like vocal cords out. I'd take a drink.
Con save.
He's about to lose a liver.
Fuck!
I love it. Oh,
No.
fantastic. Okay.
God damn
You
it!
put this in your you go for it, right? You take one little nibble on the crispy bacon and then up and in, and it is the worst thing you have ever put in your mouth. It is so incredibly sour and sweet and salty and just all these extra flavors going on in here, and then you hit the basically solid block of just sweetness that is that block of honey that you just kept pouring in there, and you can't. You
Oh,
spit it
God.
up all over the table, and the rest is coming up too.
Everybody stand clear! Oh my.
Now that you got
I'm
that out of
gonna-
your system, you'll feel better.
D415Y. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Might as well make everyone roll dex save. They gotta stand clear.
You are you have like a little hatch and you just duck your head while bits of flying debris pass right over you. And Murphy is pissed at you for making a mess all over her bar and banishes you to the outside to stand and think about what you've done.
I cast
Flashback.
prestidigitation to
No, no,
clean
no.
the table.
Okay, you're helping out.
Yeah.
She appreciates the help.
Wait, who gets
Like, no
banished?
magic.
Takes care of that. Yeah. So Bashlock, you were banished to
I
the
was gonna
outside
figure it
for
just so that-
a brief amount of time.
I would have offered to help clean. I mean, it's my mess. Might as well clean it.
You are very apologetic, but she just shoos you out, 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 out. Tell it to the pigs.
Entering fresh as a daisy mode. Cleaning in progress.
Little Eric shoots out.
There you go. Yeah, you clean it
So-
up actually rather quickly, and she's
Daisy has air
appreciative
freshener
of
in her bedroom.
having a construct that is capable of both making a mess and cleaning it up.
Good Moladin.
And yeah, that happened.
Should have all.
Well, fuck.
Where can we talk of this?
Murphy. Yes, dear. Completely different tone and everything than anybody, and it just perked everybody up the table, even the twins. Can we please use the back room, dear? Of course you can. And she tosses him the key. He kind of fumbles it a little bit. He's entirely sure of himself with everyone. And he fumbles it and he looks down at himself. Thank you very much. And he stands up and again, noticeably limping. And opens the back door, lets everybody in, everybody gets settled.
Can I collect Bashlock before we go in?
She lets him in.
Okay.
Door properly closed, everyone properly done. Right. If there's going to be some sort of resistance to this, that, and the other thing, you're going to need access. And you're going to need access to the network of people that Murphy knows. So you were pretty much right. If there's any place in this city where you're going to get a resistance going, it's her.
Alright.
But
What are
why,
you guys planning on doing? I'm sorry, go ahead.
but why does she want to resist?
Why do you?
Well, there's this guy that everyone told me was kind of a d-bag, and if we don't get help, we can't beat him.
Well, from what I've heard about all these things that are going on, and what I've heard about your stories you telling me, and what I've heard about what's happened in the last 24 hours. If I know Murphy, and I do, she'll help out.
Well, I suppose we must clear our name. If we are to lead any sort of resistance, we must prove that we are innocent.
We will not be able to just walk into the council.
I don't
If-
believe we do.
We would leave on a resistance.
We can reveal
That's not-
our.
An army.
We can have the public know we are innocent without informing the authorities. And I look over to where the innkeeper is.
She's not in the room.
To where, well, whatever, through the wall.
Okay.
X-ray
Yeah.
vision.
Implying that she's okay.
If she is the person we think she is, she can use her people to spread our message.
She doesn't have people per se, but she is a very good organizer. And she knows everybody.
She does
Well-
not have people, but she has people.
I suppose.
Well, I'm down for a good revolution.
This is like
Of course you
Carlos's
are.
dream.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Perhaps we should actually get it in here to talk.
Why not?
So is our plan to overthrow the whole council?
But I suppose so.
Do you have a problem with that, Daisy?
I don't. I guess they did throw us all under the bus. By bus, I mean caravan.
Somebody go to
Yeah, I open the door in motion to.
perception check when you open the door.
Oh, okay.
There's
many
some
guards
guards
are
out.
there?
That's performance. Hold on. Wow, great.
Okay.
Pinch.
You get all the way over to calling out Murphy and
Wait, that
asking
wasn't.
her to come in it, and she looks over at you and says, "Shh, I'm talking to the council member. Please, I will get your drinks later."
Which one is
And
it?
she turns over, and you look off to the side. It is council member Bishop Shulvan. He looks almost relieved, like just he was tense, and then he just drops it and he looks. Ah, thank you, Murphy. Everything is fine. Grandor, I'm glad that you got out. Murphy just looks a little bit wary and everything, and she just, something like goes off in her head and she just gets it. And she, again, also relaxes a little bit and the situation's completely diffused.
Yeah. Glad you let me out.
They're all in the back. Oh, God.
He then signals for the guards to arrest us.
I'm inside
He then
checking
signals
him.
for
I
the
wanna
guards
see-
to arrest. No. Go ahead,
Yes.
insight check. Yeah.
Great.
Hard to read.
Yeah.
He seems pretty honest about wanting to help.
Okay. If I think he seems honest, then I'm gonna let him come in the back with us. If
Okay.
I'd also motion for, God, I'm so bad with names today. The woman who's
You're in her
helping us,
place, Murphy.
Murphy.
Do you write down names?
I always forget to. I need to. I'm gonna do that. I had a full like journal and a cons character sheet, and now I don't have it anymore. I kind of gave up on note taking. Should probably get back into that. Okay. Yeah, we go to the back.
Walking in is Murphy, who doesn't seem to have a first name, and Bishop Shulavan, who also doesn't seem to have a first name.
I
And
thought his first name was Bishop.
Why would you bring him back here? I'll connect. I say that's Grandor telepathically.
Because from what I can tell, he's only helped us so far.
He could also be sending us up. You mean he's untrustworthy?
Well, he obviously knows we are here anyways.
Can I detect his surface thoughts?
Link the spell.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That bad?
Have fun,
Alright.
Mister.
That is a
Please link
long
the spell.
fucking spell. Oh my god.
You initially
initially
learn the
learn the
surface
surface
thoughts
thought.
of the creature.
If you want to delve deeper, that's what that's. All right. Okay. So his surface thoughts are a little frantic. He's nervous. He believes that thinks he's doing the right thing. Maybe. But that's all he. That's all you get.
I'm gonna say into his head. Did you free us for Baroon or for us?
For who?
The city's called Baroon.
Bladoon, sir.
Or yeah, for
You should
Bladoon or
understand
for
where
us?
you live, where you are playing, where you're working, where you're being incarcerated for a short amount of time.
I'm only 3 months old. I'm sorry.
Please get this construct out of my head.
So what do you want me to do? So Daisy, stop that, and I like tap her on the wrist.
I'm here to help. That's all I can offer you.
How can you help us at this time?
I have absolutely no idea.
What was the mood of the council when they realized the rest of us had escaped?
They were very, very mad, but things are moving forward anyway. Most of the clerics are being reassigned, and the defense of Bladoon is being, under pretense, set up for mercenaries, but they're more of those guards that Soth brought. I urge you, be cautious moving in the city. They are not to be trifled with.
I have a question about magic geese.
Very well.
Do you have any ways of tracking it?
Yes.
Does it require high level or low, or any level of magic?
Lower level magic is usually ignored. Higher level magic is of interest, particularly any form of spying or teleportation magic, which is why I'm surprised that Soth was able to circumvent it so easily.
Damn.
Well, perhaps it's because of all of the allies he had in the council.
That's what he meant.
He
I missed a big
he
chunk
just
of it.
he looked at daggers at you. Marteau and Torm. We suspected that there was a traitor on the council long before you even arrived. Baracus, mouth breathing. Long before you even arrived. Torm. I don't even know. Torm was my friend. Thank God he made me kill him, none.
Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe he was under control. He could still be your friend.
If he was under control, he wouldn't be allowed to just run around. He chose this.
You think he is not under a spell, but chose to help him?
Putting one of the council members under a spell does not happen easily. I felt
but
I felt
You
a curse
felt the
through the sword
disturbance in
and
the force.
yes. No, I did not feel the disturbance in the force. I felt his influence, but we have ways of preventing that.
Perhaps you should look into making sure it still works. The measures.
If the countermeasures did not work, then I would certainly be under his control now.
So if the rest of the council dies, except for you, obviously, but what would happen to the city? What would happen to the council?
I would remain the highest council member, and we would form new council members. New council members would be added, promoted from the ranks of this loyal to Bahamut. Bladoon will survive. Bladoon always has.
How much faith do you have in the highest ranks? Could killing the other council members be a part of it? Getting new blood, so to speak, into the council?
If we do it quickly, perhaps there is a way. The way the council works is when a council member dies, there is a mandatory 1 week grieving period. After that 1 week, a new council member is promoted. If the council is still of its current grouping, Torm, Marteau, and myself, I will be forced to vote with them, and they will certainly vote those loyal to Strahd.
That is what I meant.
If even one of them is slain, we will hit a deadlock, and the greater college will be able to vote. If the greater college votes, I have faith that enough of them are not members of those loyal to Strahd. But getting to one of them, Marteau or Torm, it will not be easy.
Do they ever go outside?
I know Torm to travel.
It's storming or something in game. All the snow I'm hearing.
Yeah. It's cold as fuck, so probably. Yeah. Torm may be lured out to assist with guard duty if enough unrest is achieved.
I would not normally suggest assassination, but, and I pull out bad news from the bag of holding. It would be the easier way.
I leave what you choose to do up to you. But I must return to the council if I am too far away from my supposed allies for too long. They may grow suspicious. I have already said that I have searched this area and not found you. It is safe for now. But again, beware of Strahd's guards, the giant soldiers in black. They can sniff out you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Aye, good luck.
And he leaves.
Well, I've still got to locate the person.
I have a plan for Torn.
I am ready to hear it.
Should we start an uprising?
So to speak.
You are daddy's little girl, and I like.
I know shit. Get people to look at us.
It's as he said, we could draw him out with enough unrest. We could use Murphy's influence to start some riots, perhaps. We could
Or I
bring him
could
out.
just- Or I could just turn a peasant into a T-Rex.
Oh God!
Oh,
Take
God.
inspiration for that.
Please, please.
Take
Hey,
inspiration for that.
We could also do that
You can turn someone into what?
with myself.
It's a
I love dinosaurs.
It's like a giant lizard with really sad-looking hands.
I can't.
Oh God! If you actually do that, there are going to be major repercussions. But oh, I hope you do.
Oh, it'll be
Oh, I hope you do.
No, we can't.
With whatever, with oh my god, with whatever choice we make, with myself in a building overlooking, and my baby, we could fix this issue.
your baby.
I'm patting bad news.
Yeah.
We all
He's
have our
burping his
babies.
baby.
Yeah,
I pat Daisy on the back trying to make her burp.
And I
Mike-
pat Daisy on my shoulder on the back.
3-month-old and I'm granddad.
Well,
Daisy's growing up.
suppose we need to start an uprising then.
Murphy
Is
pipes
Murphy in
up
here?
a little bit. She was the entire time. She starts walking around the table and says, "Look at you, the little revolutionaries. I don't believe it's going to be quite that easy, but perhaps with a little bit of time and a little bit of effort."
She then calls on the guards.
God, no. I would recommend recon first. Get a lay of the land and figure out where best to strike. I have not seen these guards that he speaks of, but if they're more powerful than the knights, then perhaps it is wise to plan
of
before.
course. I did not
randomly
mean
running
to
off.
imply that we would do it tonight. We are
God, I hope
still
you don't.
in-
I'm not ready for it yet.
Yeah. As I was saying, we are going to do it tonight.
And she eyes D4155 a little bit up and down again. You are rather conspicuous. I know a good tailor. Discreet fellow. He might be able to help you.
Well, I hope he has good taste because I don't think I have any.
Oh, my dear. He'll find whatever you need. Dress,
Daisy-
tux, not sure what you prefer.
Daisy, if it makes you feel better, I think you look good.
Careful, she's your daughter.
Excuse me, my name is not Donald.
Oh snap! Oh snap! D415Y just got Ivanka!
Yeah, I would love to meet your tailor.
Friend.
She's not Taylor. It's okay. All right. I guess
The
that's step
Taylor,
one.
Taylor's name shall be Taylor.
The Taylor's name is
Taylor.
Taylor B's Stitch.
no. The Taylor's name is Kevin. Okay? Calm down. And as a favor, she calls Kevin to the room and says, Kevin, I'm not sure what you can do with it, but it needs clothes.
And probably some skin.
Ew.
That he can't do.
That I cannot. He cannot do. He is not a flesh warper. So, Kevin just looks at you and says, what can be done for you?
Maybe a
Make it blink.
hat.
Maybe we start with a hat. Bonnet or top? I don't know what you prefer as far as clothing options, but I'm sure that there's plenty. A
Well, I
dress would
think
be
a
more comfortable.
yeah, but I think a top hat might go well with this mustache and monocle.
That it would.
Oh, man.
That it would. It's also extremely conspicuous.
And I rip off the mustache. Well, then maybe a sundress? No, I think that's too revealing.
I can really make a sundress out of just about anything, and it wouldn't be too revealing. But it is rather cold, so perhaps something a little heavier. Probably wool. Do you feel cold? I'm sorry, I'm assuming things again.
I'm fine. It's just about not creeping out people, you know?
Ah, then I have just the thing. And he puts a hat on your head. It is just a standard floppy hat. Perfect. And Murphy looks at him and says, Murphy, you're a genius. And
just give
you
Lindsay
now have a hat of
coat.
disguise.
Hot damn.
You'll have to attune to it, and you basically disguise self at will.
And I'm going to look like Kevin.
He's rather strapping, isn't he?
I look gorgeous.
Thank you. It's like looking in a mirror.
A mirror that can hug you. Bring it in, buddy.
No. Okay.
It happens anyways.
Ow, you're squeezing a little. Okay, personal space.
Oh, okay. Well,
thank
yeah.
you. Okay.
So,
That was rather
What-
endearing. That will be my usual fee, unfortunately, Murphy.
what do I owe you? Please, this is on me.
He typically goes for about 500 gold an hour, my dear.
Well, this was
So
like,
that was 10 minutes.
But he pays on the hour.
He pays on the hour.
well, it hasn't been an hour yet.
Okay.
So it's free.
I give him
Welcome.
basically all of my gold but 2.
Okay.
Welcome to being an adult. But
Welcome
that
to
wasn't
being
an
adult.
hour. No one cares.
Oh, all my gold but 20.
Ooh. I mean, you've got 50 minutes more of his time.
Pedicure.
How does one pedicure metal? You know what? Polish. He does that. He
Yeah,
polishes it real good. He like scrapes it down and then gives it a really good fine buff. And then he actually opens up a briefcase. And this briefcase, you've seen chests of it in the past. He opens up a briefcase, closes it again, opens it up again, closes it, opens it up again. And the third time, it was like makeup palette, and he dabbed a little bit of makeup, got him all nice and fancy. Did a little bit of blush on the second one, and the third one. Thousands of options for nail polish, and he looks over at you, my dear. What do you desire?
Azure.
Perfect. And he takes out two different, very deep, very just it pulls your eyes in. It's so deep and rich blue. And he sets it off to the side and he opens it up and starts painting your nails and just starts making chit chat. You know, I once knew a construct who would only dress in boxer shorts and a top hat. Only thing that he would wear.
You know what? I've had one of those Sundays. You know.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? He just blowing on the nails. That's perfect.
I'm gonna like my hand like slides down to open up a compartment, and out comes one of those little fans that you give to like kids when you go to a yeah. Yeah, he's just fanning the nails and the toenails. He's like, you know what? I think you missed your calling.
Oh man, it's just sometimes you just paint nails on a construct.
What?
500
No.
gold an hour.
No. Your calling is you should have been God, because if you could have painted the sky, what a beautiful sight it would have been.
Well,
Grandor, and then if you ever with your workshop make a construct, I hope you're as happy with it as I am right now.
have to sing whatever that thing is. I'll never make a construct.
You will never know true fatherhood.
I was actually talking to Baracus during that.
Yeah, I was doing
Yep,
whisper stuff to Baracus as he read his note.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you need to make a con save or blush.
Oh yeah, I was in the process of doing that.
Yeah.
It's a DC 30 con save.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Time to make the con save. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make the con save.
Baracus, I want you
Yes?
to make a sleight of hand check as well.
Oh.
Is she in the room?
No,
Okay.
but you do see him read it, blush, and hurriedly stuff something into one of his pockets.
I saw it
I
too in my
easily saw
passive
that.
perception.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got tears in my eyes, man.
Grandor chuckles.
Oh, what's so funny? Now you're not laughing
Oh,
at Daisy,
nothing.
are you?
A little bit, but not only that.
I can't see.
What can't you see, boy?
I'm saying Bashlock can't see. His version's too blurry.
Mm.
He's still hungover.
Mm-hmm. He's just looking down at the floor, thinking about his life choices and about why the construct who drank him under the table is able to get her nails painted and not him.
That's
Maybe
all
he
Bashlock ever
wants
wanted.
pretty too. You still got about half an hour with him. You could ask.
And it's fine.
Pretty bad luck.
Pretty Bashlock. Okay.
Bashlock is beautiful.
He's just like,
If no one
muttering.
else requires beauty services from Kevin, he will put away his box of makeup and
Well, Kevin, just one minute. Well, we have a young man over there named Baracus. He's wooing a young lady, and really, between you and me, his hair really needs a touch up.
maybe a good idea. Let's, young man, come here.
Practice getting a haircut.
It's all right.
For
Don't be
500
afraid.
gold.
Come here.
I actually need a haircut in real life, so.
Have a seat.
Okay.
And he snaps his fingers, and instantly there is a pair of clippers there. And he looks over at you, and he turns. What are we feeling like today, sir? Snip, snip.
I don't know, I just typically shave it a little bit and then let it grow back out and then shave it a little bit.
Well, that just simply won't do. You need a little bit of style, a little bit of sass. And the DM needs to look up and see what color hair Baracus has.
I think it's like a brown.
Baracus never filled that shit out.
It looks
It's
like
a
brown
blue.
hair
Really?
without looking.
He has brown hair.
Okay.
Like a dark brown.
It's just okay. So
I'm sorry, I forgot to fill that out.
no, he's not getting the Nick Jonas. He's not getting the Nick Jonas. I mean, it is pretty dashing. But he's gonna pick up on the glow that you got going on right now, and he's just gonna start kind of feeling it out. And
Frosted tips.
I was getting there. These clippers are magical, as one might imagine, and your hair is it's not brown when he's done. It's a similar style, it's very wavy, but whenever you turn your head, the color shifts. It goes from deep purple to blues, up through greens and back down, and nice, just the ultraviolet colors all the way up and down from blue to purple as you wave and as your hair moves, and it moves all as one in a wave now. It is the most perfect haircut. He is now Rainbow Rackus.
I don't mean to be a party pooper, but Ray is a good.
Oh, by the way, D415Y, when he finished with your nails,
You now have a cloth there.
the deep blue of them shimmers and sparkles, and as you move your hand, it moves almost like looking across the night sky.
You are an artist. I have to give you that.
I pride myself in my work.
How much time do we have left with him?
Probably another 20 minutes.
Baracus is gonna go see if Crystal's out in the other room and try to get her nails done.
She is, and she looks at your hair, and she smiles. Nice haircut.
Well, I mean, thanks.
Is that for
Yes, I
me
know.
then? You're just too kind. And she just rubs her fingers through it.
We've got a guy in the back, and he's willing to do your nails if you want.
I
Or
could
what
use a bit of a
else do you
pedicure.
want?
I could use a little bit of something special anyway. I was meaning to talk to Murphy anyway. Is it Kevin? Oh God, he's
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah, I totally am going to talk to Kevin. You still got him? Ooh, free time with Kevin?
Got 20 minutes.
That might be enough. Well, I'm gonna have to go and talk to him. She runs off. Thanks, honey. Slaps you on the butt and runs out. Runs back into the room with everybody else. And she says, Kevin! Ah, Ravensong, my dear. I see your hair is as stunning and spiky as ever. I hear I had an extra 20 minutes with you today. Well, of course you do, my dear. If that's all right with everyone else. Or Miss Daisy, who did pay for my time.
Wait, I
looks
thought
over
I
at you.
paid for the time.
Miss Daisy.
I'm taking my 500 gold back.
Miss
You're
Daisy.
Miss Daisy.
You're Miss Daisy! He called you Miss Daisy.
Oh. Okay.
Dumbass.
Oh, Tom.
If that's all right with her.
I say do it.
She looks back at him, beaming. My room, 5 minutes. Let's go. And she runs out. Well, I do have my work cut out for me.
He's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
And Baracus, you do see her sprint through, give you one beaming smile. Your friends are so nice! And runs up the stairs. And Kevin, the tailor, slash beauty artist, slash magician, follows her up.
Claus is nice, but we're just plotting an assassination.
Yeah, right?
Trying to overthrow government.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
Yeah,
get a
every once
haircut.
in a while, you gotta get a little bit of a, you gotta get a little relief in there.
Oh, Baraka's
So-
got plenty of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Baracus is feeling good.
Yeah.
Tonight's been a good night for Baracus.
I use my mage hand and I put it on Grundor's tongue to wake him up
Gross.
because I'm getting tired of it snoring.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That was the haircut guy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god, I missed it. Oh well. Falls back asleep.
I put it in his ear this time.
Moves his hand at the air, trying to get it away.
You better stay awake. I'm running out of work.
And then he uses, let me double check I can do this. I cause the sound of a raven to happen right next to his ear.
Can I roll a check on that?
Sure.
What check is it?
Wisdom, I guess.
Is it investigation to know an
Yeah.
illusion?
It's investigation to know an illusion.
17 then.
As a mainly illusionary use,
No,
so I get advantage.
that's dumb.
That one.
Birds!
Ah, bird!
I cast Death Sphere. Nah.
I cast everyone dies.
I could have gotten Death Sphere, man.
And then it works out just fine, because, I mean, really, you're not going to plan an assassination in 20 minutes anyway.
Well, you don't know me. Maybe I would have.
I actually had an idea.
Okay.
No, I
But
don't
I'm
know.
sleeping.
Idea.
Point and shoot.
Perhaps, what if we get Thendon out of the city and onto a hill, because he can shoot forever, and we just turn Daisy into something crazy, have everyone freak out, and then Thendon kill him.
Something crazy aside from yourself.
Fair enough. Crazy big.
If
Crazy
we,
very big.
if we need to get Thendon out to the town, what about the airship?
Well, perhaps he could shoot him from the airship. Oh, but the ports are locked. The ports are blocked.
I don't
Someone
even
could-
know what to let him out.
How would we? Yeah, how would we sneak him out anyways? teleportation magic. I can't dimension door him out.
That was
I
my
mean-
thoughts, but magic is being surveilled. Surveillanced?
It being
You would have
traced, but I
to-
don't think that they're just gonna stop it. And if we're leaving, then
Perhaps
Do they? Is the captain? No, the guy's gone. Do you think they pick up on your wings?
but they didn't last time. He got away all safe, from what I understand from the story he told.
Remember, it's the sky. And you're not a tiny bird.
The river does not seem to be fully covered. You could just jump in the water and hope for the best, but that doesn't sound the safest.
From the airship?
But no, just to go out and jump off the dock, but it's pretty cold.
It's dead winter. It's not a good idea. Perhaps. But you basically just have to give Thandon sight on him, and he's dead.
All I really need is a building window.
Well, what's the tallest
would
building
give us
in
advantage
Lydon?
for?
What would be the tallest building that I can have access to?
You can have access to
The one you're in.
the Platinum Archives.
How tall are they?
About the size of a book depository. They're sorry, I was making a JFK joke. They
yeah,
are
I did actually get that.
they're about I'd say 8 or 9 stories tall. They're very large buildings. They're very prominent, and the square is an imposing thing in this city. It would
Perhaps
not
we
be easy to sneak things into the Platinum Archives, but that might be something to discuss, or maybe you
Well,
can get some bribes in the right places for that.
do we need to go into the archives? Perhaps we could set up shop on one of the roofs.
I have a
We would
question.
have to get to the roof.
We could go in an alley and fly up the wall with a broom.
All right, what's your question, Carlos?
Is that the grassy knoll?
Technically this would be, but sure.
Where's Murphy's on here?
Murphy's is the Y-shaped building. You
Okay.
haven't crossed to the southern section of the city, and now it's really hard to get to.
There's still a river.
But yeah, we'd have to get through Death Place.
Death Place.
Yeah. Death Place. So the council resides in here, correct?
Death
Mhm.
Place, yes.
Yes.
Death Place.
In the middle tower is what I'm saying, though.
Yes, that is the Keep of Bahamut.
It's the keep
Death
of Death Place.
Keep
Yes.
of Death Place. Are there any windows that we would have noticed? Anything that looks like a bedroom
Plenty.
window?
Certainly.
giant windows everywhere for all to see.
How far is it from where we are to here? Because I believe it's
25
not
feet.
20 feet.
It's 25 feet.
Fandon?
Yep.
Not gonna happen.
Seriously?
Maybe from the parapets.
He has sharpshooter with a 1,000-foot range.
It's a 1,000-foot long bridge.
Okay, the city.
It's
there's no
like a
scale.
1,200-foot long bridge. It's a very large city. These are large fucking buildings.
There is
1,200
also the
foot
problem with
bridge.
how he will. Most likely, he'll be looking up to the.
All right,
Wow.
I will.
That's
I
a
will-
long bridge.
Yeah, they're. The
It's like
keep is not necessarily to scale, but I will tell you that simply trying to snipe them out from a likely window and a likely rooftop and trying to shoot the
Okay, let me
keep is not
Just-
going to be anything.
let me out of
that
character
you-
just say what I had in mind,
Sure.
which was cause a ruckus in town because the guard captain said
Mhm.
that Torm would go with the guys to investigate, so
Mhm.
that he would cross the bridge and be on our side of the river,
Yes.
and then I would shoot him from there.
Okay.
would that work?
Hell, if you set up in the right place in the library, you could probably snipe them on the bridge.
Okay. Well,
Because that was my idea.
Sounds
There's
like
still
a plan.
quite
Then.
there's still quite a lot of things to
still a lot
work
of
out
work
on
to
that
do.
plan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have to set
There's
up.
a lot of prep work
figure
on
out
that
where we
plan,
go in there.
and if it goes wrong, there's a lot of guards.
We saw.
T-Rex.
I kind of
So-
want to do that.
But gentlemen,
I guess that's it.
while we're scheming, while we're in a great mood for scheming, and while Baracus has fabulous hair, and well, Ravensong has not quite revealed herself to you yet, but she's getting a badass makeover, I assure you. We're gonna end it right there, and let you guys scheme and plot and plan and everything, and be ready to.
Do we get like a week downtime to plan and stuff? Yeah.
You do have 7 days until they elect a new council.
So 4 days of downtime before we do this.
Yeah.
To set up everything, because we're not waiting till the last day.
Yeah, you have a few days to prep.
So how are you getting the guy out? So
Some
up
kind
to
of
you guys.
distraction.
I'm gonna
We
pee
have
real
to
quick.
distract. We have to. Set up.
We are formally done.